That opening sequence was beautiful. Welcome to The Last Romantic. I am your host, the FAT Mantis, and today I'm going to be breaking down and reviewing Wandavision Episode 4. We now interrupt your program. So in this new episode, it starts off where the blip, or should I say the counter blip, happens. This, of course, parallels to the movie Avengers Endgame, when Hulk does his own snap to bring the population back up. And people return from their 5 years of living in limbo, or the Soul Universe, or wherever they were. And it starts off as a beautiful, highly dramatic scene, unlike the show has been thus far. It's done in a normal standard mechanism for telling a story, rather than the sitcom format. And this was a good break. Don't get me wrong, I like the sitcom format, but I was wondering how they could tell all these sophisticated stories with sticking to that. And I really like that we got a break from it. So it starts off where she is rematerialized on the bedside of her sickly, cancer-plagued mother. Fortunately, her mother isn't there. And it turns out that while she had blipped away, her mother had perished. It was heartbreaking, and I actually felt really bad. It was almost tear-worthy. I've seen the episode twice already, and it was significant, man. But it created a good basis for who Monica Rambeau is, and a very deep character who's probably going to have a lot of good. I just want to see her develop. I'm into this. I'm definitely feeling it. Now we got to discuss Westview, because I'm seeing a lot of confusion on the internet. Most people have it right, but there is some confusion as to what is going on with Westview, which is the town, of course, Wanda and Vision have resided in. A lot of people are thinking that maybe she created her own town and all these people are illusionary, or that perhaps she turned Eastview into Westview. The truth is, over Westview, she annexed it, and she made everybody with a connection to some resident in there forget it. They're unable to remember this town. And the reason why there is the Eastview juxtaposition is because how can there be an Eastview if there has never been a Westview? Clearly, how could someone not believe there's a Westview? That was the point of that joke in that situation. And this is proven by the fact that Jimmy Woo's CI was already living in Westview, which means therefore it has a history and has always been a thing. You feel me? And not only that, later on, when they're able to get the head count of all the people, they're looking through their driver's licenses. So therefore, I'm assuming this is New Jersey. They're looking up New Jersey driver's licenses, which means all these people are real people who live in Westview. So straight up on that one. And it's actually interesting that you see that both Dottie, suspicious character, and Agnes both don't seem to have driver's licenses in that montage right there, meaning that they might not be real people. Now, I think we have got a lot of different analysis or theories. Some people think that Dottie could be the Enchantress, as the Enchantress has posed as a regular person to try to mess with Scarlet Witch in the past. Some people believe that they're members of the Three Fates. Some don't even believe that Agnes is actually Agatha Harkness, as she's been told that she's going to be playing. Whoever they are mysterious figures, and they're up to no good, so I don't trust them. Now, we got to get into the Beekeeper, and the Beekeeper moment helps us. And before I get into my big failure on your part, with the Beekeeper, I'm just going to say that it shows that Wanda's ability to manipulate reality extends outside of her bubble. If she creates something in that bubble universe, it stays out. When the Beekeeper went through the threshold and his cord got pulled back, it got turned into a jump rope, a 1960s plastic jump rope. And when they pulled it back up, it remained that way. This is an implication that the twins, or any other changes she created in this world, she might be able to bring back into the world, and that includes the resurrection of the Vision. So let's stay tuned on that one. Now, the Beekeeper proved not to be Eric Williams. It seems to just be an agent named Franklin, and it seems to be an unimportant character. So I was wrong on my idea that he's the Grim Reaper. I still strongly believe there have been enough Easter eggs for the Grim Reaper that we will be seeing him in this show. If he is not the confidential informant who fled the town, I think that he will appear in another way. And I think it's very possible that he's an AIM agent. And we're going to get right into that whole thing too, because next we got to talk about the hexagons. Some people are trying to abandon the AIM theory, that they're like, why are there all these hexagons? Nothing has been proven. I got to point out that we're only 4 episodes in, 4 out of 5 episodes. Meaning, that we are less than halfway through. There are more twists and turns. So a lot of people are just abandoning. They're like, we haven't seen AIM yet. Must not be a thing. I'm telling you, the hexagons are an AIM reference. It is going to happen. I promise you that. Now, corpse husband given a new meaning in this episode as we find out that after Wanda banished Monica, which was an amazingly shot scene, by the way, we discover that the Vision would appear to be a walking corpse, and it is through her reality altering and illusions that just make him look like a chipper, dapper young husband, but in truth her husband is just a zombie man. However, I do not believe that he's just her puppet. I don't think he's like an imaginary puppet. I do believe he has his own consciousness, and he probably has his original soul. It comes down to this. Various times throughout the show, he has had conversations with other people's other motivations, and has even been suspicious of his own wife's motivations, meaning that he is his own consciousness, because someone that you created and you controlled every aspect to would not even be able to doubt you. Only a fool would give that ability to that person. So I'm telling you, I think his soul is in there somewhere. I just hope that Wanda can hang on to it. And so another question that I am doubting, is Wanda gone full villain? Now, at the end of the episode, Monica Rambeau, and the entire point of the episode is trying to say that it is, that they're like, yes, the point is that she's the true villain. I say false. We're only 4 episodes in. They want us right now to believe she is the villain. They want us strongly to believe that she is the villain, but that there's going to be a twist and turn later on, and whether it's Ultron, whether it's AIM, whether it's both of them in cahoots, or Mephisto is yet to be seen. But I'm telling you, the true villain will reveal themselves, and Wanda is being tricked. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe she's using her powers to give herself the wild fantasy life that she has, as I believe, in my heart of hearts, that anyone would. Anyone would resurrect their dead loved one. Anyone could put themselves in a cocoon of a paradise with their loved one if they could, if they had the choice to. Especially the powers. If you were given infinite powers, you're going to use those babies. You know what I mean? So I don't think she's lost yet, although by the end of this ride she could be. I just think she's had a mental breakdown, and you know, she's banging a corpse right now, and so good for her. She knows what she wants, and she's going for it. So good for you, Wanda. Tell me down in the comments, what do you think of Wanda banging a corpse? Or any other theories? Do you think AIM is still at play? Or do you think that I'm just living in a pipe dream, my man, the way she is? Please let me know. Remember to like, share, and certainly subscribe to the voice of the Fat Mantis for more reviews about Wandavision, more MCU analysis, and just more fun games and shenanigans. My wild theory that I want to leave you guys off on is I believe that Monica Rambeau, when she gets her powers, her codename is going to be Spectrum. You know why? There was a television on New York 1, and their parent company is Spectrum Cable. I believe that's an Easter egg from Monica Rambeau's. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, ciao for now.